Hello my gorgeous friends, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, let me ask you something. Have you ever stood in front of a closet packed with clothes, and just felt completely lost? That feeling that the clothes that used to make you feel amazing just don't speak to you anymore? If you have ever felt that way, I want you to know you are not alone. But before you get discouraged, I want you to hear me on this. Time is not our enemy. It's the friend that has given us wisdom in our eyes, grace in our smile, and a presence that you just can't buy off a rack. Beauty at this stage of our lives isn't about chasing youth. It's about celebrating the incredible journey that got us here. And yet, there's a strange paradox, isn't there? Sometimes, a single piece of clothing, especially a seemingly innocent blouse, can become a secret style saboteur. It quietly works against you, adding years you haven't earned and hiding the radiance you have. And that's exactly why we're here today. Because choosing the right clothes is about so much more than just trying to look younger. No, it's bigger than that. It is a statement. It's a statement of confidence, of self-awareness, and of a sophisticated taste that you have spent a lifetime curating. So in today's video, I want to be your trusted guide on this journey. Together, we are going to uncover the 7 most common fashion traps, the 7 types of blouses that are secretly aging you. And more importantly, I'm going to show you exactly what to wear instead. So that every blouse you put on is no longer a random choice, but a powerful celebration of your timeless beauty. Are you ready to rediscover your glow and step back into your power? Let's get started with the very first mistake. Alright ladies, let's dive right into our very first secret, and trust me, this one is a small change that makes a huge impact on your entire look. Have you ever put on a beautiful, expensive blouse, but when you look in the mirror, you feel like there's this invisible wall between your face and the rest of the world? That is the feeling you get from a neckline that's too high and too constricted, like a shirt button all the way to the top, or a turtleneck that, while cozy, can make you feel closed off and heavy. Now, I know what so many of us think. We reach for those turtlenecks and high-collared shirts to cover the skin on our necks that might not be as firm as it once was. It feels safe, right? I completely understand that instinct. But here's the thing, my friends. True elegance isn't about covering up. It's about celebrating your best features. And one of the most beautiful, feminine features a woman has is her collarbone. When we wear a high neckline, we're hiding that gorgeous, elegant bone structure, and at the same time, we're visually shortening our necks and making our faces appear fuller. And listen, this isn't just a style opinion, it's backed by science. Researchers in visual psychology at the University of California actually found that open necklines create the perception of height and vitality, while high collars shorten the frame and can exaggerate facial heaviness. Isn't that fascinating? I'll never forget the story of my dear client, Joan, a wonderful woman in her 60s. Joan was a devotee of the turtleneck. Her closet was a rainbow of them because she believed they were chic, proper, and hid her neck. But I always noticed that in photos, she looked a little stern, a little unapproachable. One day, I gently convinced her to just try a simple silk blouse in a gorgeous emerald green with a soft, modest V-neck. The moment she saw herself in the mirror, her eyes lit up. She kept turning from side to side and said, "Oh my gosh, my neck looks longer. And it's strange, my whole face looks brighter and softer." She told me it felt like she'd taken off a suit of armor she didn't even know she was wearing. That, right there, is the power of the perfect frame. So what's the solution? It's beautifully simple. Start choosing necklines that create space. A graceful V-neck creates a beautiful vertical line that instantly elongates your torso. A classic boat neck elegantly highlights your shoulders and collarbones, giving you that timeless, movie star glamour. Even a soft scoop neck or a cowl neck are fantastic options that open everything up, letting your skin breathe and allowing your face to be the star of the show. And if you want to take this to the next level, let's not forget the power of accessories. With a V-neck, try a longer pendant necklace. It draws the eye downward and enhances that elongating effect. With a boat neck, a beautiful pair of earrings is all you need to create a look of simple, polished elegance. And if you want to instantly look put together, throw a blazer or a soft cardigan over it. That contrast between the structured outer layer and the open neckline underneath creates incredible depth and makes you look chic and modern. So, I want you to do me a favor. Take a quick mental inventory of your closet right now. How many tops do you own that are locking away your neckline? Drop a number in the comments below. Let's start a conversation about it. Because once you've created that perfect frame for your beautiful face, the next, equally important step, is making sure the rest of the blouse honors your shape instead of hiding it. Alright, so we've framed the masterpiece, which is your beautiful face. Now, let's talk about the painting itself, your gorgeous figure. This is a crossroads where so many of us get a little lost. So, let's be honest for a second. Which team are you on? Are you on team, bigger is better, just hide everything? Or are you on team, it has to be tight to look put together? Go ahead and tell me in the comments, because here's a little secret. Both of those extremes are traps. First, let's talk about those big, boxy, shapeless blouses. We choose them because we think they'll hide our tummy or other areas we're not so confident about. But what do they really do? They don't hide anything. They swallow your entire figure, making you look like a shapeless box and adding visual pounds that you don't actually have. And get this, it's not just in your head. A 2019 study from the Journal of Fashion Marketing and Management noted that loose, shapeless garments can increase the perception of your body's width by up to 20%. 20%. That's a huge price to pay for that false sense of security, isn't it? Then, on the other end of the spectrum, you have those clingy, super stretchy, thin knit tops. I get it. Sometimes we want something fitted to feel sleek and contained. But those fabrics are like that brutally honest friend who points out everything. They don't just hug your beautiful curves, they also highlight every little change time has brought, from a soft midsection to the line of your bra. In fact, research in apparel design at North Carolina State University found that garments made from high-stretch synthetics emphasize body irregularities 35% more than woven fabrics with structure. It just makes you feel self-conscious, constantly tugging and adjusting, and never truly comfortable in your own skin. I have a client, Catherine, one of the sharpest, most brilliant businesswomen I know. Her mind is incredible, but she was hiding it behind silk blouses that were 2 sizes too big. She thought it made her look powerful and hid her midsection. But honestly, it just made her look frumpy and diminished her presence. One day, I brought her a blouse made of crêpe de chine, a material with a bit of weight to it. It wasn't tight, but it had structure in the shoulders, and the fabric just skimmed over her body and draped beautifully. The change was instant. She stood up taller. Her shape was defined but not restricted. She looked powerful. She called me a week later and said, "You know, for the first time, I walked into that boardroom and felt like my outfit matched my authority. I felt unstoppable." That story proves it. Your clothes aren't meant to be your hiding place. They're meant to be your partner in confidence. So, what is the secret to that perfect, flattering fit? The keyword is skim. You want to look for blouses made from fabrics that have enough body and drape to skim right over your curves. Think silk crepe, high-quality Pima cotton, tencel, or beautiful linen blends. They're substantial enough not to cling, but soft enough to move with you. Look for those high-value details like gentle darts at the waist, a subtle A-line shape that flares slightly from the bust down, or an asymmetrical hem that creates visual interest. These are the details that create a beautiful shape without strangling your body. And to take it up another notch, try adding a slim leather belt to gently define your waist. And always remember the rule of balance. If your top has a bit of flow and drape, pair it with a more structured bottom, like a great pair of straight-leg trousers or a classic pencil skirt. That balance creates an incredibly chic and sophisticated silhouette. So once you've found that blouse with the perfect fit, that beautiful blank canvas, the next question is, what do we put on it? We're going to talk about which patterns will showcase your personality, and which busy details can accidentally ruin the entire masterpiece. So now that we have that perfect blank canvas, a blouse that fits you like a dream, we have to decide what to paint on it. Because what we put on the surface of that blouse, from the pattern to the smallest detail, is the silent language that speaks to our personal style. But that language can sometimes get lost in translation if we're not careful. I want to talk about two very common things I see in our closets: fussy details and chaotic prints. First, let's talk about ruffles, big bows, and lots of lace. On paper, they sound so romantic and feminine, don't they? But at this stage of our lives, when we have this incredible dignity and life experience, those overly youthful details can create a disconnect. They can clash with the sophisticated, powerful woman you are. And here's a fascinating fact from fashion history. Historians remind us that frills and puffed sleeves actually originated in children's wear during the Victorian era. They were a visual code for youth and innocence. And if that's not enough, a 2021 apparel design study from Fit in New York found that a lot of embellishments on top can visually add up to 15 pounds to your upper body. That's a pretty compelling reason to simplify, isn't it? The same issue happens with chaotic patterns. I'm talking about those tiny, ditzy floral prints, or dizzying geometric patterns that all blend together. They create something designers call visual noise. Here's why. Studies in visual ergonomics have shown that the human eye struggles to focus when it's confronted with too many competing patterns at once. Simply put, when you wear a blouse like that, people see the blouse. They see a moving collage of pattern, and sadly, they might never really notice your radiant smile or your warm eyes. I think of my client, Maria, a wonderful art teacher. She has this big, vibrant, artistic personality, and her wardrobe reflected that with tons of busy, multicolored floral blouses. She thought they showed her creativity. But in reality, the chaos of the prints was overwhelming her natural grace. I encouraged her to try something different. Instead of a whole garden of tiny flowers, what about a blouse with a single, large, beautifully rendered watercolor iris on a solid, creamy background? The difference was breathtaking. She still looked creative, still looked like an artist, but now, she also looked incredibly chic and intentional. People stopped saying, "I love your shirt," and started saying, "Maria, you look amazing today." That story proved a powerful lesson: your personality doesn't have to shout. Sophistication has a quiet power all its own. So, what's the elegant solution here? It's all about being intentional and edited. Instead of a whole row of ruffles, look for a blouse with a single, elegant pleat that drapes beautifully from the shoulder. Instead of a big floppy bow, choose a sophisticated keyhole neckline. Instead of a field of tiny flowers, choose a pattern with breathing room. Look for one big, beautiful bloom, a two-toned geometric print, or an abstract pattern with large, graceful sweeps of color. And here is the golden rule for styling these pieces. When your blouse is the work of art, everything else is just the frame. Pair that statement print with simple, solid-colored pants. Keep your jewelry minimal and let the blouse do the talking. Okay, it's confession time. Open up your closet doors, mentally or for real, and tell me, are you hiding a ditzy floral garden in there? What's the absolute busiest, most chaotic item you own? Share it in the comments, no judgment. And once you've mastered the language of elegant patterns and details, we come to the final, and frankly, the most powerful piece of the puzzle: color. Because you can have a blouse with a perfect fit and a sophisticated print, but if the color is wrong, it can wash you out and drain all the beautiful radiance from your face. Alright, now we've arrived at what might be the most powerful, game-changing part of our conversation, the one thing that can instantly transform your look: color. Because you can have a blouse with a perfect fit and a sophisticated print, but if the color is wrong, it can wash you out and drain all the beautiful radiance from your face. Let's talk about those soft pastels for a moment. Baby pink, mint green, dusty lavender. They seem so gentle, so safe, don't they? We're drawn to them because they feel soft, but here's the hard truth. For many of us, those colors are silent energy vampires. They literally drain the life and radiance right out of our skin. Especially for skin with warm or olive undertones, these pale, cool colors can create an ashy or dull effect, making us look tired and washed out. And this is actually backed by science. Dermatology research from the University of Michigan confirms that pale, cool tones next to deeper skin can create that ashy effect, dulling our natural, beautiful undertones. I'll tell you a personal story. When I was a bit younger, I went through a major baby pink phase. I thought it was the epitome of feminine and soft. Then one day, I saw a photo of myself at a party under fluorescent lights wearing my favorite pink blouse. Honestly, I looked sick. My skin looked gray. At that same party, I had a deep, rich ruby-colored scarf with me. When I put it on, a friend came over and said, "Wow, that color just makes you pop." It was a light bulb moment for me. I realized color isn't just about what you like, it's a tool. It's science. It's about finding the shades that make your natural beauty come alive. So, what are the right tools for the job? What are the colors that truly love our skin back? The answer lies in two powerhouse color families. First up, jewel tones, asterisk. Think of the richness of emerald green, the deep confidence of sapphire blue, the passion of ruby red, or the regality of amethyst purple. These colors have a depth and saturation that make your skin glow, your eyes sparkle, and your entire presence feel more vibrant. The second color family is asterisk earth tones. These are the colors of warmth and sophistication. Think of a warm burnt orange, a chic mustard yellow, a grounded olive green, or a decadent chocolate brown. These shades harmonize beautifully with the natural warmth in our skin, giving you a healthy, radiant look that's effortlessly elegant. And listen to this. A 2022 Pantone Color Institute survey found that deeper hues were rated 40% more flattering on darker complexions than pale pastels. 40%. That's not just an opinion, that's a measurable impact. And beyond those two families, I want to give you three of my secret weapon colors. Shades that are often overlooked but are incredibly flattering. They are a deep, luxurious asterisk burgundy, asterisk a vibrant and modern asterisk teal, asterisk and a sophisticated asterisk matte bronze, asterisk. Try one of those shades next time you're shopping. I promise you'll be amazed. And to complete the look, let's talk jewelry. A simple rule of thumb. Gold jewelry beautifully enhances the warmth of both jewel tones and earth tones. Silver and pearls, on the other hand, create a stunning, chic contrast. So, I'm curious. Go take a peek in your closet. What's the number one color you see in there? And after hearing this, is there a new jewel tone or earth tone you're feeling brave enough to try? Let me know in the comments which color you're most excited to experiment with. So now that you have the secrets to choosing colors that make you glow for any important event, a question naturally comes up. How do we bring that same chic, sophisticated energy to our everyday, comfortable clothes? How can we look just as put together running errands or meeting a friend for coffee? Well, that is where we need to talk about elevating your casual style. Alright, so now that you have the secrets to choosing colors that make you glow for any important event, a question naturally comes up. How do we bring that same chic, sophisticated energy to our everyday, comfortable clothes? How can we look just as put together running errands or meeting a friend for coffee? Well, that is where we need to talk about elevating your casual style. Let's be real for a moment. On those days when you're just relaxing or running around town, what's the one thing we all automatically reach for? For so many of us, it's a t-shirt with a slogan, a brand logo, or a picture from a vacation we took 10 years ago, right? They're comfortable, they're easy, and they hold memories. But my friends, while we love them, those t-shirts may no longer be serving the elegant, accomplished woman you are today. They can send a message that's a bit careless or dated, and they can dilute the sophisticated image you've worked so hard to build. And this isn't just a feeling. A 2020 consumer perception study, published in the Asterisk Journal of Retailing and Consumer Services, Asterisk found that garments with heavy slogans were perceived as 50% less professional and 35% less stylish than solid-colored alternatives. Those are some powerful numbers, aren't they? I have a dear friend, Linda, who recently retired. She was embracing her new, relaxed lifestyle, and her wardrobe was filled with souvenir t-shirts from her travels. They were comfortable, yes. But she admitted to me that whenever she'd run into an old colleague at the grocery store, she felt, well, a little sloppy. She felt like her outfit didn't reflect the sharp, put-together person she still was on the inside. So we didn't do a massive overhaul. We just did an asterisk upgrade. Instead of the graphic tees, we found her a few beautiful, solid-colored t-shirts in those gorgeous jewel and earth tones we talked about. The key was the fabric. We found some in a buttery soft modal blend that draped like a dream. A few weeks later, she was laughing when she told me her neighbor stopped her in the driveway just to say, "Linda, you look so chic all the time now." All she did was change her t-shirt. It just goes to show, comfort and elegance are not mutually exclusive. They can, and should, go hand in hand. The secret is to invest in what I call elevated basics, Instead of a standard cotton tee, look for one made from a more luxurious material like ultra-soft Pima cotton, a drapey modal blend, or a breathable bamboo fabric. Look for a flattering fit, not too tight, not too baggy, and a beautiful, sophisticated solid color. This isn't just a t-shirt, it's an investment in your daily confidence. And the best part? You can transform this simple piece into a stunning outfit in about 3 seconds. Here's the first formula. Throw a lightweight blazer over your t-shirt, add a long necklace. Instantly, you're ready for a nice lunch out. Here's the second. Drape a beautiful silk scarf around your neck. Instantly, you look incredibly polished for that coffee date. And the third. Tuck it into a great pair of wide-leg trousers with some stylish flats. You're now the chicest person at the farmer's market. So, I have to ask you, what's on your most worn, most loved t-shirt right now? And are you willing to trade it in for an upgrade to a gorgeous sapphire blue or a rich burgundy? Let me know. So, we've come on quite a journey together, haven't we? From freeing your neckline, to finding the perfect fit, to choosing elegant details and powerful colors, and finally, to elevating our everyday style. It all comes down to one central truth. Style at this stage of life is not about hiding your age. It's about making intentional choices that help you shine even brighter. Every single blouse you put on should be a celebration of your confidence, your radiance, and your incredible story. So, we have been on quite a journey together in this video, haven't we? We've learned how to create the perfect frame for your face. How to find that sweet spot of a fit that truly honors your beautiful shape. We learned how to say no to visual clutter and say yes to sophistication. We unlocked the incredible power of color to make your skin glow. And finally, we learned how to elevate our simplest, everyday outfits from casual to chic. And all of this comes down to one simple, powerful truth. Style at this stage of our lives is not a battle against time, ladies. It is a tool, a beautiful symphony of confidence and self-love. It's how you tell your story without saying a word. It's how you express your spirit, and most importantly, how you show love to the incredible woman you are today. So, I have a little assignment for you. Sometime today or tomorrow morning, I want you to walk to your closet. But walk to it with a new set of eyes. Don't look for flaws. Look for friends. Look for the pieces that truly honor you, and be brave enough to try something new. Try that bold color. Experiment with that different silhouette. And please, always remember this. Your most timeless beauty doesn't come from a price tag on a blouse. It comes from the confidence that radiates from within you, and from a smile that can outshine any outfit you could ever wear. Continue to be the vibrant, beautiful woman you are. Now, choosing the perfect blouse is a huge first step to creating your total, polished look. But it's only half the story. Because let's face it, even the most stunning outfit can fall flat if your hair isn't playing along. If your hair is lifeless and flat against your scalp, it can sabotage your entire look. So, if you are truly serious about looking and feeling comprehensively confident, youthful, and beautiful, then my next video on the topic, Stop Flat Roots Now, 11-Step Weightless Lift for Fine Hair 50+, Fashion Trends, is the final piece of the puzzle that you absolutely cannot miss. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on these game-changing secrets. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next video.